For 7 days, I drink a gallon of water every day. Why did I do this? Well, I know water is necessary and important to being healthy. However, I feel like I've been slacking a bit, or at least need a little more water in my day. I previously didn't really track it. I just drank water when I was thirsty, or when my pee wasn't clear. And obviously the best way to figure out if you're low on something is to start tracking it. And I decided to use a gallon, just to kind of push myself a little bit and see what would happen. Although I did use a water calculator thing, and it said I actually needed a lot more than a gallon. Maybe not a lot more, but it was at least like a gallon and a quarter. So maybe if I'm really feeling ambitious on some days, I could probably push for a little more than that gallon. Nonetheless, a gallon was a good baseline and something for me to hit every day. Day 1 started, and it was a little daunting at first, mainly because my water bottle was really big, bigger than I thought it was going to be. Okay, first day of this water challenge, and I gotta say, the bottle is a lot bigger than I thought it was going to be. I know a gallon's pretty big, but this is like bigger than my head. It was a little hard to think I was going to be able to drink this whole thing in a day, let alone do it every day for a week. I'm just concerned, I'm not sure if I'm going to get through this whole thing in one day. It just feels very difficult. I'm not sure how much I usually drink in a day, so maybe I drink more than I think I do, and this actually be easy. But I'll keep you updated throughout the day, and we'll see. I was a little unsure if I'd be able to accomplish it by lunch. Gone about halfway through. This one, I think, is currently 2:20. It's looking like a maybe for the day. We're gonna have to wait and see. It's definitely becoming a little bit harder, especially with the amount I'm going to the bathroom, I feel like already. See you in a couple hours. But a couple hours later, I felt a little more confident and seemed a little more doable. I got through most of the day, not too bad. It's actually a little bit easier than I thought it would. I think I'm about halfway through, a little more than halfway through. It's kind of hard to tell. It's only been a little bit since my last update, but it's been looking good so far. I feel like I could probably get a little bit closer to the actual estimate I need, which should be a little higher than an actual gallon. I was just going to the bathroom a lot though. We'll see, I'm feeling good. The only thing is I'm definitely going to the bathroom a lot. Like I think I must have gone at least 5 times and it's only just about 3:30, 5 times. I'm not gonna, it's kind of hard to remember that count at the time I just woke up because that's before I started drinking the gallon. And I always go to the bathroom in the morning. But there's definitely been like at least a couple of times in the past like 3 hours where I've been getting up to go to the bathroom. So maybe tomorrow I'll track how often I'm going to the bathroom and whether I need to go in the middle of the night. But yeah, update you probably later in the day, maybe at night after dinner, we'll see. I was actually able to finish the gallon and get a little bit more in at the end of the day. Okay, it's nighttime now. I actually was able to finish it, but I filled it up a little bit more because I needed more water. I finished it like around 8 or 9. It was kind of interesting how, although I chalked this up to being a D&D night, so I was talking a little bit more and I probably needed a little more water. Quickly I was able to finish it, but it's probably because I was playing D&D, a lot of talking, a little more water than usual, so a gallon and then some. This is actually probably closer to what my daily recommendation should be, based on the calculator I did. So I'll probably top this off. It's also about midnight right now, probably should have mentioned that. And maybe I'll chuck some of this before I go to bed. Yeah, let's see how day 2 goes. But that would conclude day 1. Day 2, I was optimistic. All right, on day 2, it's a little bit later in the day. I was a little busy this morning trying to get ready. I'm at the gym, then I'm gonna be at work. I drank a little bit of the water, not a whole lot. It's currently like about 11, I think. The previous day didn't feel so bad, but I was going to assume it was going to be somewhat easy continuing on. The end of the first day was pretty good. Got through the first gallon pretty quickly and then a little bit more. So I'm hoping today is just as easy. I also decided to try and track how often I was going to go to the bathroom today. I went to the bathroom once so far, but the day just started, so we'll see how that progresses throughout the day. I'll try and keep a good track of that. Probably won't record every time I go to the bathroom, but I think I'll try and keep a count. And I'll let you know after I leave the gym, which should be around 3. All right, see you there. Looking to see if my newfound water addiction affected my frequency of going to the little boy's room. Even though I didn't track that before, I was a little interested in the changes of frequency. Okay, I'm back, basically in the same spot, but to leave the gym. Just had a workout and some work. The bottle, it's a little hard to see from here. Move further away. It's a little under half. I've been going to the bathroom a lot. I must have gone about like 5 times. I think I've gone 6 times today in total, but definitely 5 times while at work. Yeah, when I was looking it up, I think the average is like 5 to 8 times depending on where you look. And I'm probably looking at least 10 for the day if this pattern keeps showing up. But we'll see, and I keep you noted at the very end. All right, I'll probably get back to maybe, hopefully around dinner, a little after dinner, see where I am with water. And then another time before I go to bed. All right, see you there. At the end of the day, I was above the average at 9 times, which for some people might be a lot, but it was nothing too crazy or out of the norm. Finishing up the sailing, was in the bathroom about 9 times. It's about midnight, gonna go to bed soon. I'm on my second fill up of water. I only fill up a little bit just because I don't want to always at the top. It takes it took like 3 minutes when I did it this morning. Yeah, probably gonna drink a little bit of this, get ready for bed, then go to bed. And hopefully not wake up in the middle of the night to go to the bathroom, but we'll see. Might add that to the daily counter, so that might be 10 if I did go in the middle of the night. Yeah, that's day 2 basically done. Over the next few days, I started to realize something. One is that I was definitely going to the bathroom more often. Nothing's really been a struggle so far. Definitely going to the bathroom at least 8 or 9 times a day on average. 2, I was feeling a little bit better in my workouts. Well, I do think I've been feeling better on my workouts because usually, especially on leg day, I usually feel a little nauseous. It's probably because I'm dehydrated, not drinking enough water. But being really on top of it and having something where it's like, drink this exact bottle every day and you have all the water you need, that is kind of helpful because usually I would have a pretty big jug. I might have shown it in a video or 2 once before. And I think it's about half a gallon. And I don't really fill it up all the way because it's kind of hard to see it actually get to the top because it's not clear, like the plastic on that bottle. So I may not fill it up all the way. I may feel like, oh, I'm drinking 2 or 3 of these, but it's not even close to a gallon. It's like 3/4 of a gallon. And I feel like I still need more water, but I don't realize it. Or it feels like I've drank so much already. And 3, this video is actually sponsored by me. Like, subscribe, and check out my Patreon. Okay, but really, the third thing was that I actually wasn't struggling with drinking the water. So drinking in a gallon isn't as difficult as I thought it would be. It's basically been going fine, going about average. Nothing else really changed. I definitely feel like I'm more on top of water. Like I'm drinking as much as I need to every day. Like I don't feel like I'm ever gonna be out. At this point, I've been drinking a gallon every day for 5 days. And not one day felt hard, challenging, or even really abnormal. Maybe at first just because the bottle is so big, like bigger than your mom big. But once you get through it and as the days pass, it starts to become kind of a joke. This whole experience had me realize I was probably drinking close to a gallon, if not a gallon, every day, without even realizing it. So yeah, actually, I might actually need to be drinking more than a gallon of water and be drinking a lot more than I think I do, so. The last 2 days came and went and I was a little disappointed. I was hoping to get a whole lot more out of this whole thing. And I kind of came away with learning nothing. Alright, I'm kind of looking at the empty bottle here at the end of the week, and I kind of just don't really feel anything. Like there wasn't really a challenge, no real struggle, just kind of a regular day with just an intimidating water bottle. I don't know, that feels a little disappointing, all said and done. When you look into it, about half of Americans aren't getting enough water every day, with the average adult only drinking 44 ounces of water, which is about 1/3 of the gallon I was drinking. The progress I would make from the morning to early afternoon was basically what someone would drink throughout their entire day. And if I had to guess, people probably filled the rest in with like soda, coffee, tea, maybe other sugary drinks or sports drink if they want to feel healthy, even though they're not necessarily healthy. And if you were my girlfriend, it'd be only tea. It's probably enough for most people to fight off that feeling of thirst, but obviously this is not how we should be consuming fluids. I think the main takeaway from all this is just track what you're doing. See where you're actually at. Don't just guess and assume whether you're drinking enough, eating enough, exercising enough. Write it down. Document it. See where you're doing well and see where you need to do some work. Maybe you can try drinking a gallon or half a gallon or even just a liter every day. Or track water in whatever way is easiest for you and see what happens. Maybe you'll get something different than me. Thanks for watching and I'll see you in the next one.